Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your location. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Freedom Media Communications. Your daily news, raw news, conk news, fresh news, undiluted information from Mr. Raf. Vital information reaching us early this week was that Abubarka Malami was accused of mishandling or usage of public fund, has been extricated from that accusation because he was, bailed on bail, as charged. So they granted him bail. And yesterday, we actually discovered that the table has turned on Malami, the man who actually masterminded abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Nairobi, Kenya. He sponsored it, he inspected it. He was the Attorney General of the Federation under Muhammad Buhari administration. He was abusing Nnamdi Kanu the very day, June 2021 to be precise, when they brought Kanu illegally from Nairobi, Kenya. He was using Fufude, using his local language and Hausa to indicate he did not have anything federal interest, anything that could actually benefit the entire country. He was speaking in his dialect, which means he was addressing Kanu's case, only to his people, his kinsmen, the Fulanis, the Hausas, the tribal and religious bigots in the north. And it actually indicated that Kanu abused him, cursed him as well, promising him hell. And today, Malami was arrested with catch of arms and ammunition in container. It was discovered in his compound. Container loaded with arms, assaulted rifle, AK-47, AK-49. And Tinubu administration has taken it up right now as I'm addressing you. Malami has been accused of being one of the major sponsors of terrorists in the north. This is a very serious case. Don't take it as a normal national granite or akara case. No. It has, grown up to the international arena that the former Nigerian AGF is among the sponsors of insurgency, insecurity, terrorism, banditry going on in the north, killing, annihilating and unaliving Christians in their millions in the northern region. Just imagine an attorney general of the Federation, a son, senior advocate of Nigeria, one-time Nigerian Minister of Justice. Is this not an abomination? Does it not occur to Nigerians that in this country anything could be possible if allow Fulani tribe to live in this contraption? This is too obvious that Muhammad Buhari, ran an administration that is anti-Christianity for good 8 years, and nothing has the Nigerian people, Nigerian politicians, the money-mongering political profiteers in this country. Malami, after accused Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of all manners of international crime simply because Kanu was agitating for his own fundamental right, the Igbo man right, which he, of course, a project he started in 2014. Malami, in conjunction with other federal government forces, went to Nairobi, Kenya, illegally abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into Nigeria. Just imagine a Home Minister of Justice who is supposed to be an embodiment of legality has committed, partaken on that kind of, let me say, dastard act. And this time around, it's not within Nigerian enclave. He has gone outside Nigerian soil to have perpetrated such international crime, abducting an innocent man from Nairobi, Kenya, simply because he's an Igbo man into Nigeria. Malami was one of the forces that actually illegally, brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into this country to at least, either buy him or jail him for life, which of course they actually wrote a script for James Omotocho, and he read the script In the final judgment day on 20th November 2025, Kanu was jailed for life. And it seemed as if the sun has actually set in the afternoon. If you ask me anyway, to every Igbo man, it was since sunset, at dusk, dawn, morning time, afternoon time. But all hopes are not lost, because you could see what has happened to Mallami Abubarka right now. Mallami Abubarka has been arrested with containers loaded with assault rifle, bomb. Yes, and the developing story currently indicates that Mallami Abubarka, the then Attorney General of Federation of Nigeria, is among the core sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. That is what the administration of Tinubu is trying to unfold right now. It means the international communities are aware actually that terrorism, the insecurity that has actually infested Nigeria for over a decade now, is still orchestrated by Nigerian government. What a shame. What an international shame and disgrace. A government that has turned against itself. A government that has turned an enmity, serious animosity against the Nigerian people. I want you to just do your research too well and find out how terrorism started in Nigeria. From Mudi Cherif, the then chairman, national chairman, of PDP, one-time governor of Borno State. They actually understood the Boko Haram boys, the youths, that started what has translated into a terrorist platform in Nigeria today was anyway, let me use the word, his political thoughts, Modu Cherif of Borno State. And today we have seen a vice president from Borno State, Chetima Kachima, involving himself in all manners of insurgent activities in Nigeria. And let me tell you, it is the international communities that are going to judge that one. The man, the current Nigerian vice president. Imagine how far the northern elites could go to Islamize Nigeria. This is an abomination of the highest level. So be it. Malami is right now in soup because it is no longer the case of financial, embezzlement. It has now translated into an international crime because America is so much interested on the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. America has been debating in the House that Nigerian governments must actually apprehend all of them and make sure that the justice, stretch arms of the law actually, hold all of them. So that's why there are many questions raised right now. Kanu is suffering for nothing in jail. Kanu was sent to Sokoto Correctional Prison, since 20th November for a crime he did not commit, for an abolished law in Nigeria Constitution. How far could the Yoruba, Arab, the Hausa, and the Fulani, their Fulani counterpart, could go to detest a tribe, the original owner of the whole mineral resources in the Niger Delta region, the Biafran people, the Igbos? The Igbos have been going through fire since the abrupt end, after 36 months of Nigeria Biafran civil war. They were excluded in all the political leadership and administration that comes and go. No Igbo man could be part of that administration. The administration of Muhammad Buhari, that started from 2015 to 2003, 8 straight years, Igbo man was excluded. That's why you could see monkey regime with monkish result. That's why Muhammad Buhari administration was just like hell for all Nigerians. And Nigerian atmosphere become inconducive, very dangerous. Yes, uncomfortable for the entire citizens of this country. Because Igbo man was excluded. Igbo man was neglected. Nigeria is their Nigeria. That's why today Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lay curse on Abubarka Malami that is going to suffer for subjecting him to this kind of cruelty, animosity of a man against an Igbo man. Malami is in a soup, is in hot soup. He is now among the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria, and the justice, long stretch arms of the law is going to catch up with him soonest. It is no longer case of fraud, case of embezzlement of federal, fund. Look at the Abacha loot. Who sees Abacha loot? Who managed Abacha loot? Abacha loot was, cornered by Abubarka, Mallami. Not alleged. Abacha Malami must face the music. He has been fingered as one of the top sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. He was among the northern elites that invited ISWAP, actually funded too well with Abacha loot, Boko Haram, bandits, ISWAP, Al-Shabaab, and Al-Qaeda. He was among the northern elites that have been pampering, romancing, befriending bandits over time and over time. Each and every time they were arrested, these people will use money, bribe the judiciary. The bandits, the killers, the murderers, the terrorists, could be, released. Will be released anytime. They arrested them in the past. They released them because they pampered them. They actually admitted that they are their children. Just imagine. Just imagine. Think about what is going on in Biafra land today. Most of the Biafran youths were gunned down. It was these people, the same Malami, and all his associates in the north, anti-Christianity, people that actually detest Christian as an opposition religion. I don't know why they benefit from this kind of animosities and hostilities against the Christian faiths in the north. Today, Abubarka Malami is entrapped. He is trapped down and he's going to pay the price. Malami, you detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you actually could not allow him to go free when court actually freed him during Muhammad Buhari regime. Today, Nemesis is no longer from India. Nemesis is now an indigene of Nigeria because it has come to Nigeria and caught up with you. Kanu is going to come out. Comes 27th of this month. Various charges you label against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are illegal. Illegal charges, invalid charges, charges that have been abolished. None of them has been embedded in Nigerian constitution. But you brought all those charges against him simply because he is fighting for his right. He doesn't want the Igbos to continue on their own slavery. The position, slavery's position, where you put the Igbos in Nigerian political arena. And we are seeing you today in cage. You are under the cage. You are in the cage, not under the cage. Cage of DSS. After freeing yourself with 1.something billion shorty, let me say, bond from the nets, EFCC nets. Now another net has caught you. Spider net that you actually wave. You wave it by yourself. You are just like a spider caught in his own net. You made the law for Nigeria, you interpret the law for Nigeria, you flout the law that you actually made. Yes, a spider caught in his own net. You actually said Kanu could not go free after court actually found him not wanting or, guilty as charged. Malami, you still insisted Kanu could not go free. Malami, today you are in the court. And it is obvious that you are right now in DSS net. Are you not a criminal? You are not only a criminal, you are a fire, murderer. Because considering the numbers of Christians that died in the north, Malami, you are not supposed to be walking free anymore. They should hold you there until the International Court of Justice, yes, ICJ, clears you as charged or accused. Because criminality, they are of levels. You see, terrorism is a particular part of crime right now that the entire world are discussing about, scared of. An act of terrorism has become an international law. If you look at what happened from 2023, 7th October to be precise, till currently in Israel, in the state of Israel, it was an international crime. Who perpetrated it? Sponsored by Iran and other Arab countries, Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, and so on and so forth. They sponsored Hamas, and Hamas caused an incursion in the land of Israel. And that's why that war there is a concern, global concern. So you have now caught within this kind of, international crime, and you must pay for it. I'm telling you, you are under arrest, Malami. You've been sponsoring bandits, Boko Haram, that have been killing, committing genocide across Mid-Belt, across Northeast and Northwest, Southwest and Southeast. And you are hiding under the umbrella of Sokoto Caliphates that are giving you people shelter. Yes. Saddam Hussein has been sheltering all of you sponsors of terrorists in the Southeast, Southwest, Southeast, Southwest, Northeast, Northwest, until Donald Trump came and it began to unfold. How many of you that are pumping your funds, you are stealing funds into terrorism, to fund terrorism so that everybody in Nigeria will become Muslims? What psycho, the kind of religious psychophancy or jingoism that has, infested all of you as diseases. Disease, serious war. You want to convert all the Christian communities in Kaduna to Muslims. You want to at least convert the whole Christian communities in the southeastern Nigeria to Muslim. Same in the Middle Belt, you have actually succeeded because you've used your terrorist Muslim pigs and finished, unalived, died, demise the whole Christian communities in southern Kaduna, in Plateau State, in Taraba, in northern Kaduna, in Zamfara, everywhere, even in northeast, Borno State. The Kanuris, over 27 local governments in Borno State are Christians, all of them. Today, you have reduced the entire populace of these Christian communities to zero. Simple because of what? Religious bigotry. Malami, you are right now in the net of DSS, Department of State Security Service. They are holding you with catch of arms. Container loaded with bomb. AK-47, AK-49, assault rifle, Kalachnikov, a whole Attorney General of Federation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free. He has not committed any crime, and Biafra is emancipating soonest. Here ends my analysis today. Until when I come back again, we shall start from where we stop. Like, share, come down to comment section, and the most importantly, please subscribe from my YouTube channel, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Freedom Media Communications. Thank you so much for watching.